Hey guys, welcome back to Fossil Games and our playthrough of Civ 6 as China on Deity. I'm going to be calling this episode episode 2.5, something of an in-between episode because we aren't actually going to be doing any gameplay today. We aren't going to be moving a single turn into the future. This game is purely, or this episode is purely going to be taking a moment to stop, review the situation, and strategize a little bit. Hopefully, it won't drag on for too long, but there's a few sort of conflicting ideas I'm having that I wanted to discuss and think about, and sort of have the chance to spill out, to get it off of my head, off of my mind, and think about what the consequences could be and what the best course of action would actually be. So in episode 2, last time on Civilization 6, we just managed to build the Great Bath in our second city. So we actually managed to build the earliest wonder in the game in our second city, which I think, even though we're playing as China on Deity, I think that's a pretty decent accomplishment. I'm glad we were able to do that. I think that's pretty cool. We lost the opportunity to build the Oracle. Uh, I mean, it sucks just because it's an ancient era wonder, right? And so we have the advantage of being able to build that in just a few turns, right? But that is not the most important of the wonders that we have to build. So I'm not overly concerned at not having got it. Um, I'm willing to brush that one off pretty easily. We're building Stonehenge over here, and I think we're gonna have a pretty good shot at it. I think we are. I mean, who knows how many other players um, actually uh, have the right conditions, have a flat tile next to stone where they can build Stonehenge. I mean, I'm looking over at Persia here, and it looks like they started to build something, but it must have been the Oracle, right? Because this is up on a hill. Can't have been Stonehenge. Um, so, as far as I know, I may be one of the only civilizations that actually has access to its tile, to the conditions to build Stonehenge. And I'm going to be far ahead because I'm using my builder chargers to build it. So I have pretty good chances of getting the Stonehenge. I will be surprised if I don't. And that'll be good for us because that's pretty much the only way China can get a religion and have the benefits and bonuses that come with it. Um, so overall, in that way, I think we're looking pretty good. Now, the big thing I'm concerned about is our military situation, which, we've been talking about the last couple episodes. What have we got here? 3 warriors and a slinger. Everyone's kind of spread out. I know I'm trying to get him home right now. Um, but Persia's got a force of 6, 7, 8 warriors, something like this, all concentrated right around the north of Zrunka, right? Which is sort of starting to creep up into territory that could be threatening to me, right? At the moment, they're all massed sort of along the borders with Candy, of which I am the suzerain, right? So at least we got that. All right, we got a city-state that could back me up if I was to be attacked. Um, now, I the thing is, as I'm building Stonehenge over here, I'm going to finish this builder so that he can help me complete Stonehenge, right? That's the plan. As I finish this builder, I got a couple of different options of what I can build here. I'm going to be one turn away from writing. So I can, in theory, go ahead and put down my campus here, right? Let me see. I'm not growing over there, though, which means I would have to buy that tile. I would have to purchase that, which is going to cost me 60 gold, which is a lot, considering our situation right now. So far, we've been using our gold to purchase warriors, to purchase military, so that we can focus production on other things. Um, so if I'm going to be spending that on a tile, we're losing some precious gold. Uh, Geez, what is my music doing? I don't know why it's sort of shorting out like that. Sorry about that. Anyway, I guess what I would really like to do in my head, the ideal situation, the thing I would love, love, love to pull off if I could, is while I'm building Stonehenge with my builders, to put all my production into another settler to sort of try to catch up with the expansion of the rest of the civs on Deity, right? Everyone else has already got 3 cities, their capital and 2 more. I have my capital and 1 more, barely. I would love to get my 3rd city up. Um, But as I'm looking at the map here, thinking about where it can expand, where I want to expand, um, I'm looking at this area here as being probably the safest option, right? Um, that would give us access to this side of the sea, right? If we went here, I'd also get access to this natural wonder, which would be cool. I'd love that. Um, the biggest problem I have with that is that then we got all my cities, 1, 2, 3, put in a line right across the map, which is not good in terms of loyalty. Not good in terms of loyalty. Let's say I know this would be relatively safe for now because we have these two city states to sort of act as a buffer. But let's say the Khmer here is able to come over, put a city somewhere over here, put pressure on me. If Persia were to conquer Kandy, right, I'd be in some trouble. If Persia was able to settle over here, my capital could be in trouble. So it's not a setup that really builds and reinforces the loyalty in these 3 cities, which would be a shame. I would love, love, love to be able to come right down here into this tile, right here where my warrior is. I think there's a number of reasons that would be an excellent choice. Um, I would love to be able to come down here and then build the hanging gardens right out of this city. I think that would be awesome. The struggle I'm having with it though is what an aggressive move towards Persia that is. And I really don't want to give them any excuses to go to war with me. They have a massive military right now compared to mine. Look at their strength up here, 235, or I'm at 75. Khmer is at 186, so they're a little less scary than Persians, but they hate me more. So I'm worried that if I provoke the Persians into a war with me, Khmer won't think twice. They'll attack me as well from the north, and then I'm going to be taking on 2 different enemies at once with a really minuscule military, and I want to try to avoid that at all costs. Now, one thing I could do, as I'm looking at this situation here, the Persians like leaders who declare surprise wars. So one possibility actually to theoretically keep them off my back would be to declare a surprise war on the Khmer. As far as I know, they don't even know that I'm here. Right? They don't know where I am. Exactly. So I don't think I would be in danger from the military. I'll be in less danger from them militarily than I would be if Persia declared war on me. And I wouldn't even go up here and try to conquer anything. Maybe I'd come up and try to pillage some things, see if that was even a possibility, right? The benefit would be that I would get some extra diplomatic points here with Persia, who would like me for that. We can see if we go in and look at our relationship right now. They like me. They got a +8 bonus with me because we have the same secret society. It doesn't say that right now, but I know that that's what that's for. This, I'm assuming, is just their first impression of me, the -3, and the -6 is because of my failure to declare a surprise war. Now, my only problem, the only unknown here, the thing I'm not sure of, I'm a little afraid of, is that I think it's hard-coded into every civ in the game that if you have grievances, or if another player has grievances against you, then they're not going to like you. So Persia's logic here, I think, is going to be a little bit messed up, right? On one hand, they're going to love me for declaring a surprise war, and on the other hand, they're not going to like me for the grievances that the Khmer will have against me. And so I'm a little afraid that there's no win-win scenario here. There's no way for me to sort of guarantee that I can have a good relationship with them and sort of keep them off my back. I'm afraid I'm just going to have to build up and defend against them. What do you guys think? Well, I mean, what's the best option here? Um, I mean, I could also not expand at all, right? Not threaten Persia. There's no, no urgent need to expand right now. Um, all the wonders that I can see that I'm soon gonna have access to, I can build in one of the two cities that I have now, except for the pyramids. But I don't see anywhere on the map where I could potentially build the pyramids. Um, so there's nowhere I can settle that's gonna give me the opportunity to build those. But if I don't settle at all, then I'm risking having Persia come and settle here, which then we're going to be looking to the next era and seeing whether we're going to be in a golden age or a dark age and what they're going to be in. Because if they settle here and end up in a dark age, that could be a great opportunity for me. Right? I could come and take that city. And I believe, especially if I'm able to build one or two more wonders, I'm gonna be in a golden age. All right, so I'm not gonna lose any of my cities when we move up. Persia, it's hard to say exactly where they're at. I don't know. They have their unique improvement that gave them some extra points for sure. Trying to think if they might have made it to the classical area yet in culture. I know that they're moving pretty quickly through the culture tree. They're already at early empire, so we can see by their closed borders. But it is hard to say. It is hard to say if they're going to be in a golden age or a dark age. I mean, if they're going to be in a golden age, I'm probably going to be in trouble no matter what I do. But it would be best to sort of keep my distance. That's my initial instinct, anyway. Now, the other thing to think about here is that I'm suzerain of Kandy, which is right on Persia's borders, sort of keeping them from expanding in a way up north. Let's see how much it would cost actually to levy their military. 200 gold. It's not something I have now, but in theory, I could save up 200 gold instead of spending 160 to build one more warrior of my own. I could spend 200. Maybe it'll increase by the time I get there, right? 220, and I'll have access to 4 more warriors for at least a limited amount of time. 5 more warriors. Now, Persia, however, we could see here is going to try to be the suzerain of Bandar Brunei, however you pronounce that. He's already there, actually. He's already suzerain, which does not bode super well for me, right? Because that gives him extra units that will be attacking me from this direction if he decides to go to war with me. That may very well be the reason that he put Amani here and became suzerain of Bandar Brunei. So, we both got a city-state here, but that definitely puts me at a disadvantage, because I'm going to have this enemy sort of behind my lines. So, I haven't made any decisions yet about how to move forward and what we should be doing, and I'm really curious to see what you guys think. Yeah. Let me know in the comments if you have any ideas of what we should do. And Yeah, it's a bit of a tricky situation that we're gonna have to try to figure out. I mean, there's also the risk that the Khmer will come down here and attack me, and who knows. Uh, Anyway, even if you don't have any good ideas of how to proceed and what to do next, let me know in the comments below what you thought of this kind of video of sort of pausing every once in a while and reconsidering our situation and talking over some of the strategy and some of the ideas. I kind of like it in theory, at least. Maybe there's some ways that I could do it better or make it more interesting or um, yeah, but I like this idea of being able to engage you guys in the strategy of our game and see where we go from here. So let me know what you think. Subscribe and like the video if you enjoyed it, and can't wait to hit part 3 with you guys. All right, I will see you then. See you later. Bye bye.